Gold prices rebounded Thursday, erasing the week's previous 1.2% drop against the dollar as new U.S. data said the world's largest economy is seeing stronger inflation, weaker demand, and a weakening labor market. New claims for jobless benefits slipped last week, the Department of Labor said, but continuing claims rose sharply mid-month, reaching the highest level since November 2021. U.S. interest rate expectations edged lower on that news, despite higher inflation on first-quarter GDP data ahead of Friday's PCE reading for May, coming amid worsening supply chain delays and bottlenecks worldwide. Western stock markets rallied together with bond prices, nudging longer-term borrowing costs down from two-week highs. The U.S. dollar also fell back, slipping from yesterday's two-month highs against the rest of the world's major currencies on the FX market. Gold, meantime, shot to $2,322 per troy ounce, rallying hard after Wednesday's dollar strength had seen the precious metal record its first London 3 p.m. benchmark price below $2,300 per troy ounce since Friday, the 3rd of May. Like the gold price, silver rallied sharply today after fixing at noon in London around Wednesday's 12 p.m. level of $28.84, a six-week low, and jumping through $29 per troy ounce to erase half of this week's previous 3.2% drop. Today's new U.S. data said gross domestic product grew at a 1.4% annualized pace in January to March, 0.1 points faster than the initial estimate for Q1. Financial data. But inflation on the PCE measure was also revised higher, up to 3.7% on the core reading, which excludes fuel and food, and which Wall Street analysts expect to set a new three-year low at 2.6% per year on tomorrow's monthly figure for May. The USA's trade deficit in goods swelled in contrast, totaling more than $100 billion for the first time since America's record deficits with the rest of the world's exporters of early 2022. Yet excluding autos, durable goods orders in the U.S. economy fell last month on separate data today, defying analyst forecasts, while wholesale inventories rose sharply, also indicating weaker demand. Following this week's higher-for-longer comments from U.S. central bank officials, gold prices remain tangled in a tug-of-war between a less dovish Fed and high levels of geopolitical tension, reckoned analysts at consultancy BMI in a note overnight. Ukraine's President Zelensky yesterday visited frontline troops under increasing pressure from Russia's latest attacks in the country's eastern regions. Washington today advised U.S. citizens to avoid traveling to Lebanon, where local reports say Israeli forces, now 258 days into their invasion of Gaza over Hamas's the 7th of October atrocities, have struck the southern village of Aitarun. Crude oil prices rose further ahead of tomorrow's U.S. PCE data, nearing two-month highs, but copper fell back to new two-month lows, down more than 15% from May's new record peak. Gold priced in the euro also rallied back to last weekend's level, trading at €2,166 per troy ounce, ahead of Sunday's first-round voting in France's snap parliamentary election. The UK gold price in pounds per ounce also recovered this week's prior drop, back at £1,834 with 7 days to go until the UK's own snap election. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel.